Hello students, you have seen a video of a squirrel. Today I am Nayan Sinha, TGT English, KVIOC Baroni. Will teach you the poem The Squirrel. I am reading the poem first. He wore a question mark for tail and overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Mildred Bowards Armstrong. Now, look here. The poem starts with he. Who is he? Who is he? He is the squirrel. And if you look, the poem is written in past tense. Or, sat, liked, ran, went. All these verbs are in past tense. So here the poet is describing a squirrel. He saw the squirrel in the garden and then he wrote the poem describing what he saw. The first line, he wore a question mark for tail and overcoat of grey. So here the poet is describing the physical appearance of the squirrel. The tail of the squirrel is like a question mark, and the body, the fur covering, is compared with a overcoat of grey color. Now, what the squirrel is doing? He sat up straight to eat a nut. He sat up straight to eat a nut. The squirrel was eating nuts. He liked to tease and play. What is the meaning of the word tease? T-E-A-S-E. Tease means make fun, naughty. He liked to tease and play. The squirrel liked to tease and play. And what is the relation between the squirrel and the poet? If with the human beings, the squirrels are very naughty. If we ran around his tree, he went the other way. So they like to play with us. If we go nearer to the squirrel, they hide behind a tree. So this is the simple poem about a squirrel. Once again, I am reading the poem. He wore a question mark for tail and overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play. And if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Mildred Bowards Armstrong. Now, look at the working with the poem. The first question. Why does the poet say the squirrel wore a question mark for tail? The poet says the squirrel wore a question mark for tail because, as you can see, because the tail of the squirrel is like a question mark. Draw a squirrel or find a picture of a squirrel sitting on the ground. So, students, you make a drawing of a squirrel in your copy and describe its tail in your own words. Second question. Do we usually say that an animal wears a tail? No. We do not usually say that an animal wears a tail. What do we say? We say that animal has a tail. Third question. He liked to tease and play. Who is teasing whom? How? So, as you can see in the poem, who is teasing whom? The squirrel is teasing the poet. How? When the poet goes nearer to the squirrel, it hides behind the tree. So this is the answers of the question. Now, I want that you yourself read the poem and write the answers of some questions that I will give you. Look at these questions. This is not textual questions, but these questions will help you to understand the poem. I hope after reading and understanding the poem, you will be able to answer these questions. The first question: what is compared with grey overcoat? Second question: who is sitting on the ground and what is it doing? Third: what does a squirrel do when we go around? 4. How does the poet describe the squirrel? So these 4 questions is for you. Write the answers and send it to me. Thank you.